Ding 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 ding. Yes, it's the all new, all singing, all dancing Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. My name is Pete Johns, and we are at an earlier time slot for all. Hurrah! Yes, so if you're watching this on the replay and you're like, why did I miss it? I can't believe I missed the start. Well, then you might not be on the mailing list or the Facebook group or somewhere or the YouTube updates. Make sure that you're on all those things, because then you'll find out what's going on. I love this time of the year because it's the time where everyone can kind of join in. Our friends in the UK and Europe, it's only 10 or 11 p.m. for you, so you get to actually hang out here. It's a little bit earlier on a Sunday, so folks that are kicking back, you can watch football while you watch YML. You can do double screen it. It's fine. I'm cool with that. And for our friends here in Australia, well, nothing's changed. Because you change with me. I'm the cause of all the problems. If you're wondering why are all these shows changing their time slots in the last couple of weeks, it's because of me. You may blame me. Welcome aboard. If it's your first time here, my name is Pete, and this is Studio Live today. We're brought to you by these fine folks at DistroKid. If you're an independent artist, a creator, you want to get your music out there to the world, well, you can do it with DistroKid. Just one yearly subscription, and you can get your music out there to every platform in the world. It is a rad service, and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan right now. Should we get into the music? Yeah, we got some very cool music to play for you, including this one. Starting with this one, in fact. This is a first-timer, and I don't think they're the first, but one of the first New Zealand bands that we've had here on YML, which is super cool. They're called Echomatica, and they say it's a single track from the debut indie alternative album by New Zealand band Echomatica, recorded live to analog tape. Yeah, we don't get too many live to analog tape recordings, and we don't get too many New Zealand bands, but we're about to rectify all of that and kick things off in style here. This is Echomatica, and month of Sundays, YML is on the air. And we have no sound. It was going so well, and then the sound wasn't coming through. So let me just do a quick test run here. It's coming through at my end, but not at that end. That's all right. Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for everyone who wasn't here on time to get here on time. I was sure I had come in here and set this mixer correctly, but I hadn't. I thought I'd pressed main mix, I pressed mix minus. So I'm going to give them a complete wind up again. We're going to forget that that intro ever happened, and we're going to do this, right? For the first time here on Your Music Live, a great band out of New Zealand called Echomatica. This is a single track from the debut indie alternative album by New Zealand band Echomatica, recorded live to analog tape, if you can believe it. And we're going to spin it for you live here. YML is now officially on the air. How cool is that? What a just absolute bop to open the show with. Builds up beautifully, amazing video, and just really, really cool. Look, it takes me back. It reminds me of some of my favorite bands of the 90s and early 2000s, your Super Jesus and your Spiderbait and your Something for Kate and your Rebecca's Empire. Yeah, it touched me in a spot of nostalgia, but it's got that kind of fresh poppy vibe as well. So yeah, it could have been recorded live to tape in 1994, I would have believed you, or yesterday. And it's that timeless kind of sound that you get there. Very good stuff. Yeah, what was in the closet? What was going on there? It's a fabulous video too. You can check out the whole video for yourself. If you're new around here, the reason I only play 1 to 2 minutes of each song is so that you'll go and discover these fabulous artists. And if you got here on time or just now, you wouldn't have the update because I literally just hit save as we started the show on the description. So all of the tracks are now saved down in the description. If you don't see them there so you can go and follow all of these awesome artists, all you need to do is click the link, refresh your page. So on mobile, the easiest way to do that on mobile is to just kind of go forward back or back forward so that it refreshes the video, and then you can go to the description and see all of the great artists and songs that we're playing here today. Let's say good day to some fine folks who are here with us. We've got John Swanson, we've got SM Borthwick. Great to see you, Scott Borthwick. It is that time of year where Scott can actually come along to more of these shows without having to, burn the candle at both ends and be up till 2 in the morning on a Monday. Hello to Catherine McChrystal. Harriet's here. Jenny Jolivert is here. Costa, g'day to you. G'day to Doug Kidder as well. We've got Florf. We've got Wild Rose CC. We've got a Hugh Caldwell here. We've got Ashley HM. And yeah, I'm definitely a new fan as well. So if you want to be a fan of the band, go and check it out. Link in the description. Hello, Lord Lorax. Yeah, hello, Our Adorable Anarchy. Hello, Matthew Mills. Already subscribed to this great group. Yeah, I'm hitting the subscribe button. They've already come out of the gate pretty well. This song was 2 weeks ago. It's had 400 views and 750 odd subscribers. So let's bump that up. I reckon there's a good 50 of you that are going to watch this show and then jump over and check out that great song. All right, thanks to everyone for being here. Hello, Happy Ron. Hello, Gordon Lee Weaver. Thank you for your donation through the week, Gordon. Gordon always donating towards the show to keep the lights on around here and to keep me in coffee, which is the most important thing. Clearly, see, I haven't had my coffee yet, and that's why I had the mixer set to the wrong setting. And that's why you didn't hear that wonderful song. But hey, get a look at the positives. It got 2 announcers. So we got to start the show twice, which is going to be twice as good, right? Up next, we've got Bags Tent. And they say Sun Gaze is an upbeat anime opening-esque song about freedom and the joy of being in love. I like the sound of that. This is Bags and Tent, Sun Gaze on your music live.
Flying high with me into the sunny shine, addicted to the skies while I just gaze into your eyes. Sentimental warmth would make them fade and disappear. There's nothing left up here. There's nothing left to fear. Is it too good to be true? I don't care if it's a burning ghost of you. Dissipate into
Yeah.
the light.
How cool is that? Very cool. So cool, I almost played the whole thing, but not quite because there's more. Yes, but wait, there's more. If you go and check it out, which I know I'm a tease. I say we're the Whitman samplers of music shows. You get to taste a little bit, and then you've got the job of going over, finding the artist, finding their songs, and following them. Doing what I'm about to do and going bonk on the subscribe button. All this. Oh, that's cool. So it's Bags and Tent. So here's a new feature of YouTube. If you're not aware, if you've got two different artists, you can actually do what Bags and Tent have done here. See how you can now subscribe to both of these folks because they've released it as the two of them. So yeah, when you hit subscribe, it asks you, and you can subscribe to both of the artists. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Round of applause all round, please, for that cool song. I know. I'm a tease. What can I say? It just means that you got to go check out these fabulous artists because we've got so many of them in this community, and each week I get the pleasure of presenting them. You got artists we've heard from before, brand new bands you've never heard of like Echomatica, and this one which we haven't heard from before. It's An Italia. Ann Talla. I thought it said Italia. I'm doing Italian on Duolingo at the moment, so every time I see the word I'm like, Italia. Ann Talla, written noodling about on my electric guitar and recorded in GarageBand. Well, that sounds super cool to me. Let's jump in and take a listen to this track. It's called I Wanna Go Home.
Right, you ready?
And ta-da! I wanna go Home. What I love about that and the first three tracks we've played here is it just really just reinforces the fact that rock and roll is still kicking, alive and kicking, because that absolutely rocks. And the guitar tones and the grooves and the vibes and the bops of the first three tunes have been unmistakably rad. So thank you to our opening three artists for your epic tunes. I appreciate it big time. Hey, if you haven't already hit the like button, I would like you to like. Please like me. Please like me. Now, you know the YouTube things that we have to ask you to do, hitting the likes and the hypes and the bells and the comments and the subscribing and the sharing and the donating and the super chatting and the super stickering. Can't we just sit and watch a show in peace anymore, Johns? No, I'm going to keep asking you stuff. And I'm also going to ask you, draw your attention to this side of the screen where I'm going to show you a super cool service. It's called DistroKid. Yes, they are our sponsors on this show, and they can help you get your music out there to the world. They helped me get my brand new single called You're Wrong out to the world. So you can see here, this has been released. It's been successfully processed and delivered to stores. I showed you last week how we do the plain lyrics, the sync lyrics. I've put credits in there. We can even create videos out of this. And one of my favorite features, this came in clutch when I was doing the lyric video for this. Instead of me trying to go, well, hang on, where's the final master version that I actually released? Well, guess what? You've got this download button here. So you can, at any point on any of your tracks, hit download, and look at that. It gives you the WAV file, the full resolution WAV file of every single song you released. And look, not just handy for recent songs, extra handy if I want to go back to my EP from 2017 and find out exactly what the files were. So if I hit download here, it'll go and dig that up, and in a matter of seconds, it's found and downloaded the complete WAV file. And I find that super duper useful because it's like a repository for all of your full masters of all of your songs ever. And if your organization schemes are anything like mine, you need this. You need DistroKid. From as little as $24.99 per year, save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. We love you, DistroKid. You rule. All right, let's get a move on here. Next track here is Catherine McCrystal. Yeah, Catherine gets to watch the show at a more reasonable hour now too, given the new time changes across the board. Catherine says, was watching some reels on Instagram, I'm very sorry, and a creator signed off on one of her videos with, remember, resistance is a million tiny whispers that turn into a roar. That alone got my brain whirling, and this song came about instantly. I had originally posted a short with a different melody, but settled on this one in the end. More uplifting, I think. Thanks, Pete, and that's from our friend Catherine McCrystal. This song is called Resistance. Let's take a listen.
This is a new song. It's called Resistance.
super cool song, super important message as well. And yeah, you can boo me all you like. I hear you. I hear you booing me for turning down Catherine, but it's my job. Do you want to be here for the next 5 hours? No. Sound like a school teacher. I am a teacher of sorts. I call myself a music educator, mostly because I hate the words influencer and YouTuber. When people ask me what I do, I'll usually say musician or music teacher or music educator. But then they're like, oh, what do you do? Do you like go to schools and teach people? Do you do private lessons? I'm like, well, actually, I make tutorial videos and share them on the internet. And they're like, are you a YouTuber? And then suddenly they're more impressed. And I'm like, maybe I just need to own this. Maybe I should say, yes, one is a YouTuber and one is very important and influential in the music community. And then they're just like, why'd you suddenly start talking like a wanker, mate? I'm like, I don't know. But great song there from Catherine. Sorry that I go off on rants and tangents, but yeah, I love the idea of resistance and the thousand whispers being a shouted voice. And I heard that. There was a protest happening in the city the other day, and I'm seeing all these people like walking up towards it, and it was all sort of smattering and quietness. But then when they all sort of started chanting and stuff, I'm like, wow, they can make some noise. I was in a building, like watching a hockey game, like two towns over, no, like 2 streets over, and I could hear their voices. And it was like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, if people gather together and rise up, you can actually form a pretty strong resistance. So good stuff there from Catherine. Music should get you thinking. So sometimes people say to me, oh, Johns, you should be careful. Don't play any music about religion or politics or sex or any controversial topics. And I'm like, well, I guess the show's over. Because music is where we share our thoughts, and where, instead of just yelling and screaming at clouds, we can actually write something poignant that actually expresses our opinion. And Catherine is testament to that. All righty, next up we have the one, the only, the quintessential creator, Michael, also known as Zedland Band. And he says, hi Pete, this one is called I Wish, I Wish. Wrote the lyrics in a flash and then carved some music to go with it. It's a romantic, but the chorus sets up the darkness that appears in the third verse. Are we going to hit a third verse? Now I'm tempted to start it halfway through, Mike. I won't. I'll start it at the start. But you may have to go discover the third verse on your own. And by the way, I'm currently back home. Michael does like to travel. He's often gallivanting around the world, but he's back home in Canada now, and here with us on the live show and ready, like you, to listen to this one. Michael and I Wish, I Wish.
I followed you around as you pulled the strings of my heart, telling me how much you needed me right from the start. I listened with intent, hanging on your every word. I was struck by your wisdom and by words I'd never heard. I wish I knew, but now I know to be true. It was only about me. It had nothing to do with you. She was beautiful and kind, a grade above my pay. She created poetic mischief and Ed's heart of clay. I was taken by her delight in watching me ache for all the love she would give at night by the lake. wish I knew what now I know to be true. It was only about me. It had nothing to do with you.
Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't turn it down, did he? Oh, he did. I'm so sorry. But you need to go and discover that. I know the horns, the haunting lyrics, it is a complete package there with Michael. And again, Michael has always created amazing music, but it's really gone from strength to strength, in my view. I think Michael's creating better music now than he ever has before. And that's not to say anything bad about the music he's created in the past. It's just he's a testament to the fact he's like Joe and Barry Glenn and like others that we have around this community. The more you do it, the better you get. Like you work out what works for you, what doesn't. And this kind of avant-garde style with the keys and the horns and a bit of spoken word, a little bit of melody in there. Yeah, as Ashley says, next level. By the way, thank you. I didn't respond to you, Ashley, but thank you for your donation. And as you would have seen, your song is on the show. We are not pay to play around here, but you're always welcome to donate. You never have to. Well, as we always say, as Thomas Christ will tell you in the chat all the time, your donations are always appreciated and never, ever expected. And that's the truth. But it always helps, but it's never a requirement. You can become a member of the channel too. We've got the after party kicking off straight after the show. So if you would like to become a member of the channel, you can do so for just $2 a month, or you can gift memberships to others if you're feeling generous. Hey, I might give some memberships myself. It's a new month, so I might throw some memberships out in a little while, and maybe some of the new folks who are newer to the channel can nab yourself a membership and then come and see the after party, where sometimes I swear I said poopy pants one time. True story. Alrighty, let's continue on here. I'm going to play this next track from Harriet B, and then we're going to do a Spin That Wheel, the exclusive Your Music Live wheel spinning game of choice. This is Harriet B. Hi, Pete. This is another collaboration with my friend Makis Paradisopoulos. We hope you love it. Well, I hope I got the name pronounced somewhere in the ballpark too. Love you, Harriet, and love you, Makis. And this is called Tell Me, and we're going to play it for you right here, right now on Your Music Live.
Everything changes when I'm looking at you. My temperature rises like it's not meant to do. My pulse is outpacing, the heart I feel racing. My eyes can't believe the wonder that I'm facing. Perhaps it was magic brought you to me. It feels like this moment is just meant to be. My thoughts won't slow down, the earth spins around. Gravity's pulling my heart off the ground.
Classic example of why the sum of the parts is always the whole is definitely much better than the sum of the parts. So yeah, you bring together some amazing musicians and you create that. the guitar, like the counter melodies of the guitar, like the lead guitar. You hear Harriet's sort of soft yet powerful voice, and then you think, oh, you couldn't put like a distorted lead solo or lead guitar counter melody over that. Yeah, you could. That's what Macca's did, and really does compliment exactly as Thomas says. As usual, Thomas says in one sentence what takes me about 10 minutes to say, so well done. Yeah, round of the pause, please, all round for Harriet B. and friends there collaborating and creating some really cool vibes. Hey, if you haven't already hit the thumbs up button, please do so. I'm just going to set up our little hashtag. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to make it hashtag thumb. Just to remind you to hit the thumbs up button. So if you want to play, if you're new around here, how does this game work? Well, all you need to do is in the chat here, put hashtag thumb, THUMB, one of those weird words with the silent B's at the end. And I'm going to throw you all into a wheel. We're going to spin it up. And whomever names it lands on, you get to choose a song of yours for us to play. And while you're typing hashtag thumb, hit the thumb button because Tremor Bear is waiting. This guy here, he doesn't like it if we don't get at least 50 likes on Your Music Live. And we haven't found out what happens because it's never not happened. We've always got 50 likes or more. But one day we're not going to, and Tremor Bear is going to do something. We don't want to know what it is. So let's keep the bear happy, shall we? By doing that. Nothing like threatening violence on a show. And to the person who just hit thumbs down, oh, why do you got to be like that? We were just having fun. All right, let's play this next one. This is Frank Mastrocola. They're sitting there going, I thought this was anonymous. No, it gives me your name. I know who you are. This is Frank Mastrocola. Hello, Pete. I wrote this song as a challenge to myself to see if I could write a song that was fun and engaging that is only 90 seconds long. It turned out that you and your show became the subject of the song. I wanted to make a song that you would play on YML from start to finish, at the same time not going beyond the preferred time limit of 90 seconds. I hope you and the listening creators will enjoy. Hey, it's only 90 seconds. I love this concept. We used to have our friend Kronk Song who would do his YML remixes at 2 minutes to make sure that I'd play the whole thing. And now we've got Frank Mastrocola who has done a 90-second song and sounds like it's a bit of an homage to this very show. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is 90-second song. You got 90 seconds to get your hashtag thumbs in. Let's do it.
Hey Pete, this song ain't no jive. I wrote it just for you to play on Your Music Live. Hey Pete, it's only 90 seconds long. Put it on your show and you can play the whole song. Yeah, that's right. Hey Pete, this might not be a hit. You gotta understand that there's a time limit. It's got some verses, a chorus, and an end. There's no time for a solo with a sweet guitar bend. 90 seconds, 90 seconds, what can you do? Tie your shoes, play a 12-bar blues, or just go cuckoo. Woo! Yeah. Okay, here we go. I've watched your show and the songs are all great. When I wait for mine, I say, how long will it take? We love your Aussie accent and the distro kid. Don't ever think of quitting, cause we'll flip our lids. That's right, 90 seconds and 90 seconds, almost out of time. Can't find a rhyme, where is Steven Sondheim? Just blew my mind. Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1, out.
Oh, wow. That is next level cool. That is so cool and so quick. I haven't even, I chose the wrong song to try and get these Spin That Wheel done because I haven't actually got it all yet. So I'm going through the names here and I'm still adding you in and I'm like, oh, this is pressure, man. This is pressure. Trying to get all of these in here. So I'm up to Jerry Gomes. You're going to have to just bear with me while I get everyone's name in here. And of course, there's more people wanting to enter the Spin That Wheel than ever. Like last week we had like 8 people and this week I'm down to like 20 and I'm still typing here. So we've got Costa, we've got Ashley, but yeah, can we just get a round of applause, please, for Frank on that one? That is super cool. How very meta and how very awesome indeed. It's just it is cool. When people take something, and whenever someone says, "Oh, I've got nothing to write about." Well, then write about the fact you've got nothing to write about, or write an homage to something like a show that you watch, or a creator that you like, or a band that you like, or a TV show. There's really no excuse to not get stuff done. Very cool indeed. We're down to Russ. I think I've almost got everyone here on the list. I'm trying to multitask, but I'm very poor at it. Yeah, 40 likes. Can we hit the thumbs up button while I'm getting all of these in here? I think I've nearly got everybody down. Scrolling. And I think I've got everybody. But you've got yourselves, I'll give you about 30 seconds. I'll throw this wheel over onto the other screen so that you can have a squiz and make sure that your name is on there. I'll read out all the names to ensure that we've captured everybody. I'll just close this off. All right. If you're not here, you need to tell me in the next 30 seconds. We have Florf, Doug, Mark, Dave, Brad, Scott Borthwick, AA, Gordley Weaver, Thomas Christ, Frank, Jerry, Costa, Ashley HM, Harriet, It'll Be Grand. We got Jade, we got Russ, we got CLR, centre left right. We got Catherine, we got Florf. We're back around. So if you're not on that wheel, speak now or forever hold your peace. And thanks again to Frank Mastrocola for that awesome song. I kind of want to, with all respect to our wonderful friend Kronk Song, who does the theme music, I wouldn't mind making that the new theme for YML, Frank. Don't you reckon that we could just have that as the lead-in for Your Music Live? I think it would work a treat. All right, missing Michael. See, I knew we'd be missing someone. I knew I'd miss someone. All right, let's get Michael will win now. Watch this. Watch Michael win if he's there. Joe and Barry Glenn. All right, let's go. Joe and Barry Glenn. Joe and Baz are in there. Okay, we all good? We all down? We all done? If I've missed anyone, I'm awfully sorry. I tried my best. I did my very best, but it's all manual these days. So we've got Michael, we've got Joe and Barry Glenn. We're going to hit the wheel. What funky tune will we have to sing along to? Let's us find out, shall we? It's time to spin the wheel of fortune, 'cause fortune favors the brave. And Harriet's the bravest one, 'cause she's won the wheel of fortune. And the fortune you win is valued at exactly $0.00. But you get the kudos, you get the joy, the pure happiness that is having your song played. And it's a twofer, because Harriet had a song on the show, and now we get to hear more Harriet. And I don't know about you, but the more Harriet, the better. Did I spell your name right, though? That's the question. I did. There you go. Beginner's luck. Yeah, I think it's your first time on the wheel. See, this is what's so good about this time of year. The earlier show, all of our friends in the UK and Europe get to join in and have fun with us and play the wheel, and then Harriet takes it out. Well done. If you didn't win, though, before you cry into your cornflakes too hard, we do it again in the second half. So just cool your jets and wait, because we will spin again in the second half. Yes, a twofer. A twofer. While we wait for Harriet, by the way, Harriet, because you are new around here, you do need to put it in plain text. So you can't put any links. The links will get not included. So just put in your name, the name of the platform, and the name of the track in plain text, because if you paste a link, you'll think it's gone through, but the filters will filter it out. So just put Harriet B, name of the song, name of the platform. So Harriet B, YouTube, name of song, and I'll go dig it up and we'll play it for you up next. While we wait for that, we've got friend of Harriet, part of the same songwriting community, I believe, which is Centre, Left, Right, our friend Kiara. And they say, "Hi Pete, this tune's from my heavy metal EP Encrypted. It originally started out as a gent parody, but I ended up with... unironically digging the riffs. Could you please play from 120 to 330? It's 10 seconds over, I know, but it's just the solo doesn't cut off before it resolves. Thanks so much. I love it. See, the more specific you are, the more likely I am to actually do it. So 120 to 330. I'll have to try and get the timing right. I might go a little bit over because it's hard for me once I start playing to to work out where the timing's at. But let's play this one. This is Center, Left, Right, and Encrypted here on Your Music Live. Kind of want to keep hearing more. Chris Catherine's head banging while lying on the sofa with some wine. I like it. Yeah, I must admit, I kept realizing that Mondays around lunchtime, I've always got a bit of a headache. And I've realized that it's YML related because I sit here just rock it out to all of these tunes or like grooving and moving. And I'm like, I'm an old man. After 2 hours of that, like the neck and the head, I'm just like, I put two and two together. It's YML related injuries. That's going to be a problem. Like the whole community is going to be going to their doctors and going, I don't know what it is, but once a week I just get this horrible neck and head pain. And they're like, if you've been watching YML again, yeah, doctors recommend that the weekly dose of YML is only 2 hours. And if Pete goes over time, you need to stop head banging or you're going to do yourself some permanent damage. And you're like, screw you, doc. And you go off and you do it anyway. All right, very cool stuff there. Yeah, round of applause, please. An absolute banger there from Center, Left, Right, who is definitely very eclectic with their music. Hey, it's terrible weather here at the moment, so just a pre-warning. I'm not going to tempt fate and say that it will be fine. So yesterday I said on the happy hour, I'm like, there was thunder, there was rain, there was lightning around. So if we magically disappear, it's not that I don't love you or anything bad's happened. It's a power cut. But we've got our fingers, our toes, and all of our bits and pieces crossed that won't happen. Yeah, injured while headbanging. Give Thomas Christ and Associates at Laura call today. No win, no fee. There you go. All right, we're going to play a Catherine McChrystal song. No, we're not. We're going to play a Harriet B song. I'm getting so confused, man. We're going to play a Harriet B song. It's called Time Moves On. She was the winner of our Play My Fire Beat, and we're going to spin up this one right now for you. I'm getting all choked up. Seems I'm still in folk mode, but hope you like this one. Lyrics and melody by Harriet Barber, October 2025. So some additional fresh Harriet B for you. Our Spin That Wheel winner, Harriet B.
Sometimes I wonder who you are. Sometimes I wonder if you're real. Sometimes I forget that you exist at all. Sometimes it helps if I don't feel. And time moves on. Night turns to dawn. A single thought can chase the rest away. And so we live from day to day. Those days we never feared the night. Those days we didn't fear our dreams. Those days have swallowed up the light. These days are never what they seem. And time moves on. Night turns to dawn. A single thought can chase the rest away. And so we live another day. We let the world slip through our hands. Believe the stars could shape our plans. The moments fade, but still they stay, like echoes calling far away.
Harriet B, just so, like, it's so cool that we got to play that, because if you haven't heard Harriet's music before, you've now heard like both ends. You've heard the produced, like collaborative with all the bells and whistles, but the proof of someone that's a good songwriter and a good performer is that you can give them a guitar and their voice and they can still sound epic. So that is very, very cool, and it's great that we got to see the two sides of Harriet B. It sounds like a documentary, The Two Sides of Harriet B. By day, she was a simple singer-songwriter, but what happened after dark, we'll explore in this 3-part series. Now she sounds like a murderer. Well done, Johns. All right, let's move on. Let's play another tune. We're rapidly approaching the end of the first half here on Your Music Live. We've got 2 more songs for you. Then we're going to reveal our featured artist. They're actually in the description already. I forgot to take them out. So we're going to reveal our featured artist, and then we're going to play some cover songs for you. This is D-Fresh. I'd made this music video over 2 years ago. I saw the number 511 in the video and spoke to my dad about the meaning. He got goosebumps and said God touched him. Years later, on Mother's Day, 511, I found him after he'd taken his life. Music seems to have a spiritual meaning and be deeper than we may expect. Missed you guys here. Well, missed you, D-Fresh, and that's a fairly deep sort of intro to a song. This is called Lost My Way. D-Fresh, Your Music Live.
Lost my way, sent a text, forgot what to say. Picked up the guitar, forgot how to play. Stuck inside like it's a cloudy day. I can see the sun, but can't feel its rays. My brain is fried, is it gone astray? Take me back to when I was saved. I never read the book, but still know how to pray. I wish I might, wish I may. Always stay straight and never stray. Try to keep my friends, never betray. Can you help me now? Cause I lost my way. Help me now, I've lost my way. Can't see the path in front of me from all the hate. Lost my way. Done burned a bridge, can't get across. across, and now I lost my way. Can't see the path in front of me from all the hate. Lost my way. Done burned the bridge, can't get across, and now I lost my way. So I turned around, tried to find myself in the lost and found, keeping my feet flush to the ground. Gotta stay safe, talk to safe sound. I see a sign, show me where to go. Should I continue down this little road? First, don't you remember, you forgot to know. Gotta take another path in order to grow. Man, you're right, and I must say, I'll thank you tomorrow if I see that day. Where'd you come from, Mr. Ray? Brighten my path, cause I lost my way.
Very cool stuff. Great song. Really like, yeah, the melodies, the beat, the backing vocals, yeah, really ethereal and haunting, isn't it? Yeah, 12-string Ovation. That looks amazing. I've got a little 6-string Ovation that I like to play, but that one looks awesome, D-Fresh. Yeah, really cool stuff. Really well done. And yeah, for sharing that, for like bearing your soul and putting it into your music, takes a lot of courage. Yeah, it takes courage enough just to share your music, just to share a pop song, yay, summertime is rad. But yeah, when you're actually delving into the deep depths of your own sort of feelings and experiences, yeah, it can be quite daunting and quite confronting. So well done there to D-Fresh. Good to have you back, my friend, and hope to hear from you again soon. The final track of our first half here is from Professor Boomer. They say, this was my first try at coming up with a style for my music, which is a minimalistic synth pop. It's an instrumental cover of Every Night by Paul McCartney, done in GarageBand. The video is a bunch of space-related clips borrowed from YouTube. Enjoy. Well, hopefully we don't get any YouTube copyright claims. Oh, no, we get them every week, but no copyright strikes. I'm on a thin edge with the YouTube. I breached their guidelines, and I didn't realize this was a cover, so I didn't go into the covers section. So my bad. But it's just before the featured artist and then the covers, so it's in the right zone. Let's give it a spin here. It is called Be With a You. Very, very chillax indeed there from Professor Boomer. I dig it. And we started the half of the show with some sort of rockin', poppin', vibin' stuff, and we kind of mellowed as we went, didn't we? the first half of the show. Look, I don't design this show in any particular way. It's a little bit random. I always open with something that I think is going to, be a bit sort of rocking and bopping and vibey, just to sort of start the show off on the right foot. But then, yeah, it kind of just went, we rocked, and then we went hard, and then we kind of just eased our way into chill. And who knows what's going to happen for the rest of the show. You will have to stick around and find out. Yeah, I'm talking to you. What did I do there? That was very weird. I pressed a button and I don't know what button it was. I pressed the make my frame smoosh my head button. Go figure. That should have been locked. All right. Thank you everyone for your contributions to the first half. Let's get a round of applause for all the wonderful, amazing artists that we've played thus far. And we will kick on with a second half. Thank you for the likes. They're up to 44 likes. Trevor Bear may be happy if we can continue this trend. Speaking of happiness, I would like to give a shout out to our mate Russ. If you don't know Russ, Russ 8889, yes, the dude's so good he's got 2 years after his name. Russ has had a rough trot. I'll just put it out there. He's had a bit of a rough trot of late, but he has not stopped making music. In fact, this guy has more different artists and bands. He's got the Delicate Giants. He's got his own stuff that he does. He's got his old school stuff that he's remixing. And he's got a brand new band called A Cat Named Vienna. And their album, I just checked, and I can actually play it. I was checking before the show, so depending where you are in the world, it may be available now. But don't tell anyone that. Don't go play it now, because tomorrow on Jade Star's show, there's going to be a big premiere of the album. It's going to be officially launched worldwide tomorrow, and all you need to do is jump down in the description. There is a link right there under the link to this track, and you can go and make sure that you are there for the premiere, and it will be available to stream and to buy and to enjoy and to love and to cherish and to rock out to and to chill and kick back to forevermore. So Russ, we did make A Cat Named Vienna the featured artist about 2 months ago when this track was first released. But guess what? It's my show. I'm going to do it again. Because that was kind of a combined Russ and A Cat Named Vienna. And I just wanted to make sure that because Russ does so much for this community, I didn't even mention the Music for Life charity albums. We're up to number 3 of those that he puts together. So yeah, Russ does an amazing amount of work for this community, doesn't ask for anything in return. So I wanted to pay it forward by making sure that you're all aware that the new album is coming out. And we're going to play what is a freaking awesome track, which is called What's in Your Head. This is A Cat Named Vienna featuring Liz Aday here on Your Music Live.
If a tall tree falls, if a heart breaks, if the dream dies unrealized, hey, what's it gonna take? Distraction, satiated, adequately staying out of trouble. Under the radar, killing time while navigating, looking in the mirror. How do you go with those shadows? What's in your head when you shut your eyes at night? Where do you go when you sleep? What's in your head? Can you rest? What goes on in there? Are we the humanity, the hypocrisy, and up is down, science denied, book books burning, children needing medical attention. Daddy, mommy working 4 jobs, yet they can barely afford to starve. And yet some people say that they're lazy, that they should work even harder. Are you crazy? The sick get sicker, the rich get richer. How much is enough? Too much. What's it gonna take? Desperation, people erased, conveniently redacted. Oh, it's a clear picture to us survivors, gaslighters, and perpetrators. Twisted reality. What's in the
A cat named Vienna here on Your Music Live. Looking forward to hearing the whole album, as I'm sure many of you are as well. That'll be dropping tomorrow. Once again, link down in the description, or Thomas Christ has just posted it as well. Yeah, I know. I've heard it a few times as well. And you're right. It's just something to see and hear every time. I just love like Liz's little, like just the little chuckles and the laughs in there. It's great. Like excellent songwriting, and just has that natural feel to it, which is awesome. Hey, welcome back to the show. This is the second half. This is Your Music Live. And it's time to dive under the covers. So we're going to dive into the covers first with Sylvie Drapeau, who says, "Hello, Pete. This is a cover song of All Things Must Pass from George Harrison. It was recorded simply live, without a tempo, and with my iPhone 12. I don't know what happens here. My video is a little format square. I saw this after it was already published on YouTube. Thanks for playing my cover." No problem at all. Yeah, look, the videos that the iPhone captures sometimes are not. But look, that just means you're cool, Sylvie. That's what all the kids are doing. They're all posting square videos now because of the Instagrams. So it's no problem at all. Let's take a look at a listen at this. This is Sylvie Drapeau here on Your Music Alive.
Sunrise doesn't last all morning. A cloudburst doesn't last all day. Seems my love is up and has left you with no warning. It's not always gonna be great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. Sunset doesn't last all evening. A mind can blow those clouds away. After all this, my love is up and must be leaving. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. All things must pass. None of life's strings can last, so I must be on my way to face another day. Now the darkness only stays the night time. In the morning it will fade away. night is good at arriving at the right time.
Yes, the new guitar there from Sylvie as well. They've got a Martin. And I think you said, Sylvie, you sold a couple of your other guitars to buy a Martin, which is a good way to go. Once you've played once you've played a guitar, like a higher end guitar, you do feel the difference. I've always said, look, don't go out and buy like a really high end guitar when you're learning. I kind of feel that you should learn on something that kind of makes you work for it a bit, because then the trade-off once you get something. So I learnt on some average to mid-range guitars, and then when I got my Taylor, it's just next level, isn't it? And it just feels wonderful when you're playing an instrument. I know Jade has this at the moment. She's got a new guitar, and when you've got a new instrument that just inspires you to want to play, that's a cool thing. So, not all about the gear. I know there's the gear acquisition syndrome and stuff. But yeah, when you've got a piece of gear that just makes you want to create more music, that's what it's all about. And that's very cool indeed. All right, thank you, Sylvie. Let's move on to some more cover songs with our friend Adorable Anarchy. Speaking of guitars and speaking of, we weren't speaking of weirdness and wackiness, but Adorable Anarchy is always doing some strange things. Last week she was playing, what was it, a guitar, or was it ukulele as well as harp at the same time? Anyway, what do we got this week? Adorable Anarchy says, hi again, Pete. Here's some stuff I've been working on. Here's my cover of People Get Ready, inspired by the 80s cover from Rod Stewart and Jeff Beck. As always, it's alternate tuning, because of course it is. You can start at the beginning, and we will. Take it away, please, Adorable Anarchy. Finger picking good. Adorable Anarchy here on Your Music Live, bringing the cool cover crooning. Well, not crooning, the opposite of crooning, playing. Very cool stuff. I really must play with alternate tunings. Well, Adorable Anarchy, tell me, as someone who's an absolute newbie, as in I don't know that I've ever tuned my guitar to any alternate tunings, what's the first one I should try? Is it like an open G or something? Is that what I hear people use? What's the first one? Others can tune in. Others can chime in here too. Let me know, because I've been wanting to experiment with it, but I've never tried it. So let me know, and I'll give it a go. All right, let's dive into our big second half here on Your Music Live. We're going to start with Bryce Arno Guerin. This is in fact a remix. He says, happy is be who, like Ulysses, has made a beautiful journey. Have you never dreamed of living your passion without restraint? Intriguing. Bryce is always intriguing. This is called Daydream. Bryce Arno Guerin.
La vie de rêveur sans public ni relâche, sans gloire ni renom, le sens de ma vie. La radio me sort de ma tempête. Elle annonce un déluge de pluie. Un paquebot croise au loin et se hâte. Enfin la tempête de Shakespeare. Je veux pas sortir de là, mon rêve pas fini. Seul sur cette nuit je joue Hamlet à l'envie.
And just like that, we're done. Here for a good time, not a long time there with that one from Bryce. Yeah, look, we've had a few French Canadian folks. By the way, my condolences to the Toronto baseball fans out there. Man, was that down to the wire. Game 7, what was it, 11th innings? Yeah, and I guess if you're a Dodgers fan, but look, who didn't want to see a Canadian team win something? I sure did, but wasn't to be. Yeah, very quirky, very cool, very awesome. Nicely done there. Yeah, jazz, classical, folk, all in there. You know what? He doesn't ever do anything by halves, does he? Our mate Bryce. All right. Next up we have the one, the only Ashley HM. What has Ashley got for us this time around? Hi there, Pete. Likely my last release for the year, my Wolfenstein 3D music video. Love your show, Tar, from Alicia. So let's give this one a spin. I love a bit of Wolf 3D. Who didn't play Wolf 3D back in the day? Let's give this one a spin. Again, a shorty, but no doubt a goodie from Ashley. There you go. See, that's about the limitation. Well, that's where the violence in video games got to about the level I like, because it was still very cartoony. I look at the Call of Duties and the stuff that folks are playing now and the Fortnites, and I'm like, oh, wow, I cannot get down with that. But there's something about that, like just the comicality of it. Yeah, and look, I'm watching that gameplay and going, no, you got to push against that wall hanging, because you can go into the area and collect the different gun. And like, wow, there you go. Cool stuff indeed. Yes, it looked like. Was that your actual gameplay, Ashley? Because I know you're into your retro gaming. You've got quite the retro gaming rig that I've seen on the Facebooks as well, which is very cool stuff. All righty, next up, we're going to continue with the retro vibes with old mate Cannibal Wren, who says, cackles evilly, then screams as I get dragged away to the void of being grounded. Oh, you don't want to be grounded, my friend. You can't make music and you can't participate in the awesomeness that is Your Music Live if you're grounded. That's for true. This is called Ice Crystals. Cannibal Wren. Oh, yeah, a little bit of rad chip tune related goodness and fun there from Cannibal Wren. Thank you for sharing that one, Sharon. Be caring. Yeah. What's the oldest game that you played in an arcade? I mean, I played Space Invaders in the arcade, but I wasn't Space Invaders level. It was clearly an old cabinet that had been around for a decade or two by the time I played it. But yeah, I've definitely played a lot of the cocktail top Pac-Man, which is very weird. Like if you've ever not ever played that, think of like a joystick, but it's sideways because it's like on the bottom of it, and you've got to go up, down, left, right like that. Yeah. So I played a lot of Pac-Man, played a bit of Dig Dug. I've said this before, I love like the 1941, 1942, which is weird because, again, I'm a pacifist. So a game where you're in a war zone flying around in a biplane, like shooting hundreds of enemies is a bit weird. But again, video games back then, I didn't really connect it to reality. It was a release. It was just a complete sort of fantasy thing. But I also loved sports. I always loved sports games. Track and field. Anyone ever play track and field where you had to do the hitting the buttons and the joystick side to side, and then people worked out that you had that pencil technique where you got a pencil between your fingers and you twiddled it and it hit the button so fast that you could like do the 100 meters in like 8 seconds. Anyway, we're off track, so let's get back on track. But yeah, just that old school sort of chiptune vibes that we had in the video game stuff that we had in those last two songs made me feel all warm and nostalgic. Next up is His Name is Roy Perez with a preview. We've had a few quick songs here, haven't we? Here's a snippet of an idea I had for a song. I really like the direction it's going, and I hope it becomes something in the future. His name is Roy Perez and Venomous. Yeah. All right, very cool stuff there. Yeah, the drums, the guitars, very, very awesome. And I love this because his name is Roy Perez. I remember a few months back, they were feeling a little down. They're like, I don't think I'm going to produce music anymore. And I'm like, nah, the world needs your music, my friend. Keep producing. Because, yeah, the drums, the guitars, that was just rad. Super duper rad. Yep, very cool indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. Hey, speaking of sharing, if you would like to share your music out to the world, have I got a deal for you? DistroKid, baby. DistroKid is the way to get your music out to the world. Did you know that from as little as $24.99, if you're not already a DistroKid member, here's the deal. $24.99 per year for the musician plan. And you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums. I just subscribed to HBO Max because there was a few movies I wanted to watch. So I got a month of HBO Max. Do you know how much it cost me? $21.99. I paid $22 for 1 month of HBO Max to watch Sex and the City reruns when I could have paid $24.99 per year. In fact, I already do. I'm actually on this plan, $44.99 per year, the Musician Plus plan. It has everything you get in the Musician plan. Plus, you get to customize your label name, you get your daily streaming stats, and very importantly, you can customize your release date. So when you've got something coming out, when you're someone like Russ, who's got A Cat Named Vienna's new album coming out, he can make sure that that drops on exactly the day that he wants to, so that you can build up hype, you can do a big launch party, you can celebrate your release. So DistroKid, I'm telling you, if you're not already on DistroKid, check them out for just $24.99 per year. And then you can upgrade. You can start with the musician plan, upgrade over time. And as you can see here, I've taken full toll of their generosity by releasing a heap of my music. So do yourself a favor. Check out DistroKid. Save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And we thank DistroKid for their ongoing support of Your Music Live. I'm going to play another song. Then we're going to spin the wheel again. And don't forget, we've got the after party. I'm just setting that up now. Maybe we'll talk video games in the after party. How about that? We'll delve into the nostalgic world of video games. I have owned all the systems. I have played all the arcade games. I'm actually a massive video game fan, or at least I was in the past. Don't have all the time anymore, but yes, I do like thinking about and reminiscing on the video games. Next up is It'll Be Grand, our friend Paul, Wobbly Ashtray Records. I recorded this live straight into my iPhone in 2014 using a potato as the audio interface, apparently. I rediscovered it in 2023 on an iPhone several generations newer. I wrote it on piano in a music shop, McCulloch Pigot's, I think. McCulloch Pigot's. What a great name for a music shop. I'm just popping down for some guitar strings to McCulloch Pigot's, I think. In Dublin in around 1992. Wasn't really suitable for our band. Our lead guitarist was against a particular lyric. He insisted you can't use sustenance in a song. We'll be going on the first It'll Be Grand EP eventually. I don't know, I like sustenance. I mean, with my lisp sustenance, you might get a little bit wet if you're in the front row and I'm singing sustenance over and over again, but apart from that, you're fine. Let's play this one. It's called Heron, a phone demo from all the way back in 2014. It'll Be Grand.
I remember the heron standing on the weir, waiting by the bridge for you to appear, swooping and diving, flying low, gathering sustenance from the water below. I've seen him wheel against the sky, turning as he dives into the water, the water. Majestic and regal, Lord of all he sees, water flows around him and the rivers breathe. He is waiting, though the river is his friend. The water cannot provide him all he needs. I've seen him wheel against against the sky, just like you will by. I've seen you spread your wings and fly from me, fly from me. We were a river flowing as one, joined to the sea, raised by the sun. Now we are.
This is why you just record, right? Just hit record. Just make sure that you're capturing those ideas because, yeah, it is awesome, isn't it? When you've got something like that and then you can come back to it. You can reproduce things, but just get it done in the moment. Is the way to go. Very nicely done. Hello, Dave Bops. Did I say good day to you, Dave? I've probably not said hello to everyone. It's been one of those days where we've just been full on, haven't we? Hello, D Fresh too, by the way. We did play D Fresh's track earlier today, and it was super cool indeed. All right, it's time for the spin that wheel. And you know what? In honor of our featured artist, I'm going to make it really easy for you. Probably one of the first words, along with dog, that you ever learnt to spell. It is cat. So hashtag cat is your hashtag for our second spin that wheel. So jump on in, dive in, and check it out. I will get the wheel of names ready here. And while we get your names on the wheel, we're going to play this one here from Benched Bread. And they say, here is another original piece called Trapped in the Strings. And they say their distributor is having trouble with YouTube Music and has asked to play on Spotify. I won't be. I'll play it on Apple Music for reasons. All right, but this is Benched Bread, Trapped in the String.
The revolution came.
I think we're playing two things at once here. One moment. Hold the phones, hold the line. We'll just make sure that we're not playing anything on SoundCloud. That might have been a little bit of addition. We might have got a little extra Paul there for a moment, but let's play this Benched Bread track while you get your hashtag cats in. Why is it that I pick the shortest songs when I'm trying to do the wheel? Just pick at least a 3-minute song or 2 minutes at least, Johns, when you're doing this. That's all right. We will get there. I'm down to Bazza Glenn here. We're going to add in Ashley HM. We're going to add in a little Paul. Hang on. Paul O'Farrell is in, but so is It'll Be Grand. I don't think we can have that, Paul. I don't think you can use two artist names to enter twice or two accounts. So I'm going to put Paul in there. I know you can watch me work while we're playing the song. My serious focus face was adorable, wasn't it? Oh mate, you got to go for it, don't you? You got to just accept that sometimes you got to do things and they're not going to quite work out the way that you planned. And you got two options at that point. You either laugh it off, learn from it, and do your best to recover, or you're getting a giant tizzy. And as much as some of you may love the concept of seeing me getting a giant tizzy about things, I'm going to try not to do that. I'm going to try and remain cool, calm, and collected. Sure, we opened the show with no audio. on the first track. Sure, you just got to look at my resting focus face while we played that bench spread song, which was very rad, by the way. But you know what? You go with the flow, don't you? If you can't laugh at yourself, no point, really. If you're not having fun doing it, don't do it. That's what I say. All right, I think I got everyone in here. I'm just going to scroll down and make sure that there's no one else. Yes, could Harriet be a hat trick? Hat trick Harriet. We've had that once before. In the history of the show, we've had one person where they've had a song on the show and they've won both Play My Fire beats. Not saying that you have to do this, Harriet, but they actually paid the second one forward and gave it. I think they might have given a pity one to Chris Lane Sr. because it was during the time that Chris Lane was unable to get a win on his own. Let's see the names. Make sure yours is on here if I've missed anyone. We've got Baz, Glenn, Ashley, Paul, O'Farrell, centre, left, right. We've got Catherine, we've got Jay, we've got Costa, we've got Thomas Christ, Brad, Chris, Lane. Not senior. When I leave the senior off, sometimes he wins. We got Mark Bro. We got Paul Farrell, Mike and Dawn Genez, SM Borthwick, Harriet, Russ, Dave, back to Barry Glenn. We've got Paul on there twice. So I'm going to remove one of the Pauls. Because I don't think we have two Pauls here in the show, do we? No. There you go. You almost snuck in there as well. Have I got Ashley in there? I think I put Ashley HM in there. Or did I? Have I got you in there, Ashley? Spinning. Yes, I do. Spinning, round, round she goes. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready to see what it is? What's going to happen? What's going to go down here? Well, let's listen to the music. Play that tune for me, please, Wheel, and give me something I can sing along and bop to, hey? Oh, it's time for the spinning wheel. Who's gonna win the spinning wheel? Will it be Dave? No, it will be Joe and Barry Glenn. Dun-dun-dun. Yeah, it's Barry Glenn. Baz wins, which is cool because we haven't had any Joe and Barry Glenn on the show for quite a while. So yeah, let's get some Joe and Barry Glenn. I know. Look, mate, I should be tracking all these clips for a blooper reel. There's plenty, and some I do say that. I'm like, you come along to this show, and sometimes you'll see, a well-oiled machine, and sometimes you'll see a train wreck. And you know what? Sometimes a train wreck can be just as entertaining, if not more, than the well-oiled machine. So I own it. I own it. Yeah, sorry, D-Fresh. Just missed the hashtag. But that's okay. We did hear some amazing D-Fresh tunes, but we got Baz Glenn has one. So Barry, you can, you know the drill here, mate. Just leave your artist name, the name of the song, and the name of the platform the song is on, and stick it here in the chat, and you'll be good to go. All right, let's, while we wait on Barry to decide what piece of Joe and Barry Glenn goodness we're going to play. Oh, you know what? I read this too late. Well, that's okay, because I'm just going to play this one. Okay, so let's play this tune from our old mate Greg Hutto. Yeah, he's back. Astronaut Tom begins to be awoken, realizing that he's been dreaming of fields of sunflowers, tech devices, and home. With all this going through his mind, only one thought seems to prevail: never leaving home again. From Greg Hutto. So let's us give this one a spin. A little bit of Greg Hutto back in our life is never a bad thing. This is called Never Leaving Home Again. Greg's grooves are right up my alley. It's got that sort of mid-90s awesomeness that I truly love. Just those fuzzy, crunchy guitars and the vocals, just those sort of slightly yelly vocals that just work so well. And not to mention the video. On point, my friend, on point. Hello, Edwin Player 0102. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, groove for days for sure there from our friend Greg Hutto. Hey, you know who's going to be happy with you folks? And that'll be our friend Tremor Bear. You know why? Because we've reached 51 likes. Yay! Round of applause for 51 likes. And it's just in time. You know why it's just in time? Because guess what time it is? Who? Auntie Penny. It is Auntie Penny indeed. She's back. And she's not happy. No, she's quite happy. She's ready to play this song. And for the first time ever, our anti-penultimate song is our Spin That Wheel winner. Yeah, we're going the double-double because it is Joe and Barry Glenn. Barry won the wheel spin, and he has decided that we're going to hear this track, a classic Joe and Barry Glenn track, because it's all about murder. Not really, but it's called The Widow's Walk, so it's about someone no longer being with us. It is Joe and Barry Glenn, our not only our anti-penultimate song, our third to last song, but also the Play My Spin Wheel song. Let's take a listen, shall we?
She walks a widow's walk with her thoughts all alone, searching the far horizon for the ship that brings her captain home. It has been 3 months or more since their last embrace. When she sleeps, she dreams. When she dreams, she sees his face. It is many a distant land her sea captain is often sent to the east for all the spices, tea and silk from the Orient. She worries for his safety and the hardships he must endure. Will he die from a pirate's blade or be wrecked on some distant shore?
Sorry. Oh, Joe and Barry Glenn. It's low-hanging fruit, though. If you don't know the history, Joe and Barry Glenn are long-time participators in this show. They've been around this community forever. And they have a knack for writing the odd murder ballad and the odd high death count kind of song. But and we always kind of take the piss a little bit, but they are wonderful people, so they take it on the chin as the compliment that it is, because no one does songs quite like Joe and Barry Glenn, and it's awesome. It's awesome indeed. All righty, we are heading towards the end of the show. If you're a member, you would have just got a little notification saying, guess what? There is an after party, and it's happening in, just a few minutes after the end of this show. You can line up for the big after party where we chat about all things. Gone video game theme there, because I know many folks were chatting about video games. So if you want to become a member, there's a little members button down below. You can join up for just a month and see what it's like if you want. Check it out. $2 a month, and you get to participate in all of the different events. We even did a happy hour warm-up show before the happy hour this weekend as well. So members already got to see that one, and they'll get the after party happening straight after this show. Our penultimate tune here comes to us from Hari Mara and KM Andrus. They say, Last Stop on Memory Lane is a Blade Runner-inspired song focused on epic synths and sci-fi concept. Starts a little bit soft from the middle to the end, 3 minutes. The grandeur of the track kicks in with heavy drums and even more prominent keyboards, giving the listener the feeling of being in an epic scene from a sci-fi movie. The song is a collaboration between two artists, Hari Maya and KM Andrus. And they hope we like it. Well, we're going to give it a spin, our penultimate tune. It's called Last Stop on Memory Lane. Had to sneak a little bit of the build-up part in there at the end, but yeah, I highly recommend you get on over and check out the full song, which is linked in the description. Down in the description, you'll also find all the other tracks that we played on the show here today. You'll also find the little thumbs up button, which 54 of you have already pressed. Maybe we can sneak a few more in there. If you haven't already hit the like button, feel free to go ahead and do that right now. Speaking of right now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see, let's see if my new, hello Matt Scott, by the way, good to see you. Let's see if my new batch of giveaways have landed in my account here. It looks like I might be able to. Yeah, I can. I can gift you some memberships. So cross your fingers and your toes, folks, here before we reveal and play our final track. So let's give away 5 memberships, and these 5 folks can join the after party as well. They are on their way out there. Let us see where they land. If you want to be a member, be like Jenny, be like Tom, be like Trevor Bear, you can become a member. Matt Scott's a member as well. All these fine folks are members of the channel. We've got ourselves some new members as well. They have gone out to the likes of Kuezarika, Soups, Chris Lane Sr. snuck one in there, Hugh Caldwell, Gordon Lee Weaver. You've all got yourself memberships. And Gordon, that's very cool. Gordon actually donated to the channel. So Gordon is a supporter of the channel. But there you go. You get to be a member for a month as well, Gordon. So thank you to everyone for all of your wonderful support here. If you want to be a member, just $2 a month. If you'd like to join up, you can gift memberships to others as well, and you can support me through all the means listed below. Also remember, these cool cats, DistroKid, yeah, they are rad, and they will help you get your music out there to the world. Many of the artists, I reckon at least 50% of the artists that we played here on the show today, release their music with DistroKid, because they're smart and they hear me rabbit on about it so much. They're like, fine, Johns, you're right. I do need to get my music out there. You're right. $24.99 is a great price to pay per year for a wonderful service like DistroKid. So go and check them out. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Down in the description as well, you will find another link, which is to this band called A Cat Named Vienna. Their album is dropping tomorrow. You can catch the premiere video of the album, and you can also stream it and buy it and do all the things to it, all coming to a platform near you very soon. The link to the after party is also there, and you will be dumped ceremoniously, not unceremoniously, but ceremoniously dumped over to the after party straight after this show as well. So if you're a member, you'll be able to tune in. If you're not, you can join up straight away and see what all the fuss is about at the after party. But to take us out, we're going to play another track by A Cat Named Vienna. This one is called Complex Method. It is a cool tune. It is awesome, and I hope you enjoy it. Our featured artist, check out the album release tomorrow. Kudos to Russ for all that he does for this community. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks to the artists. Thanks to the wonderful supporters for being here in the studio audience, or the online audience for the show. You're all awesome. And until next time, folks, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, keep creating. I'll see you next time. Let's go out with A Cat Named Vienna.